So pretty much you need to treat your personal finances as a company finance or a company account. Having an income and expenditure will help you track all your expenses and all your income and make adjustments to see if you are making a surplus or you are making a deficit.
Making a deficit is really not ideal. You always want to make sure that after you've spent, you still have some left. And even before you spend, you actually should keep that money aside. Hello and welcome back again to the journey with the Yantress. This is your favorite couple, Rita and
Apia.
Yeah, we are happy to come your way again today with another video. We do appreciate all the support that you continue to give us, for subscribing to this channel, sharing with your family and friends. And even if you haven't done it yet, we hope that you consider subscribing to this channel, because on here in this channel, we are going to give you more information about family, health, and wealth. Thank you for joining us on this journey as we grow, learn, and have fun together.
In this video, we are going to talk to you about how to increase your savings and double your investment. Savings should be a very critical part of our financial goals, our financial journey. There's no way that savings can make you rich. However, it is one of the most basic steps when it comes to your journey towards financial independence and retiring early. Over 69% of people are not able to save or do not have, up to $1,000 in their savings account. That makes it very difficult when it comes to covering for unexpected expenses. If you are struggling to save or you've been struggling to increase your savings, then this video is for you, because we are going to share with you some tips and lessons that we have learned over the years on how we increase our savings and made savings a habit that has become part of us.
One of the ways we actually have saved over the years is by making sure we have an emergency fund. An emergency fund basically to cover our living expenses for at least 3 to 6 months. Anything that deals with like rent, phone payment, groceries, like things that you need in a monthly basis. You want to make sure that you have that much money saved to cover you for at least 3 to 6 months.
So those should be like your needs.
Your
things that you cannot do away without.
So if you can save 6, great, but if not, at least 3 months worth of money sitting in an account that you can easily reach out to.
And some people even recommend 9 months, because
the more
we really have no control over life events. Casting our minds back a couple of years ago, COVID hit, and now all over the world, economies are struggling. People are being laid off, losing their jobs. So having an emergency fund just helps you. It gives you a form of security,
cushion,
a form of safety net. And know that you are not saving your way to riches, but you are saving to have a form of confidence and to be able to use any extra money that comes in for the things that you enjoy, going on that vacation that you've been planning, or even taking some financial risk that is going to bring you a lot of return on your investment. Hopefully, right? And that is what we've been doing, trying to keep an emergency fund. We've been saving over the years, but we made a mistake of not having the emergency fund. Although we have some money saved, but we're just saving. We didn't have any plan. We didn't have any goal. So before you save, know why you are saving. And even knowing why you are saving or thinking about any other savings plans, let the emergency fund be your number one priority or the first goal that you are saving towards. And that is what we are changing on our journey for this year and beyond, is by having that emergency fund, so that we don't have to worry about, if something should happen, what are we going to do?
Yeah, so once you have that emergency fund set up, of course, now you can have room to do anything with the extra money that is coming in at the end of every month. So you also want to make sure that you have that emergency fund sitting in an account that yields you some interest, right?
Okay, yeah. So how do you increase your savings? You can increase your savings by, number one, increasing your income, which is pretty obvious, right? Because savings is having excess income over your expenses. But the mistake that most people do is that they put savings last.
Yeah.
But you need to actually pay yourself first. Even
Yeah.
before the money hits your account or the paycheck, you can work an arrangement with your HR to have a portion of your income going directly into your savings account.
Yeah. And that's what we do, like on a monthly basis when our salary is coming into account, a portion of it is already set to go into our savings account, such that we have no control over that money. We are not deciding once the money hits the big account that, oh, let's move this much money into the savings. No, it's already set up that way. So we know automatically we always have money going into our savings account.
Yeah. And as you are increasing your income, you have to make sure not to fall into the trap of increasing your expenses, because many folks have increased their income, but they increase their their lifestyle, right? We know that, the money that you are earning today, whatever lifestyle that you are keeping, just ask yourself, are you able to keep up with this lifestyle in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, simply because of inflation? So if you have bought a vehicle or purchased a vehicle that you are paying on $500 today, will your income in 2 years from now be able to sustain you to be able to keep on paying that money? So don't fall into that trap of increasing your income and increasing your savings.
Yeah, because sometimes it just happens automatically. Like the more you are making, you feel like, oh, let me go in for this new car, let me buy this new thing that I've always desired. But yeah, it's more of a natural thing. But if you can control the fact that you do not need to spend more because you're making more, then of course you're able to put more money in your pocket at the end of the month. Yeah.
You also need to consider cooking home versus eating outside.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Because eating outside can really take up a large portion of your budget. So if you can consider doing a meal prep instead of eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner outside, which can cost you anywhere between $300 to $500 a week, or even a couple of weeks, depending on your choice of restaurants. Right. So this money can actually be used to do a meal prep for.
It can last you for at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. Instead of always trying to eat outside. And also consider bargain stores or buying in bulk, or using Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, we do that a lot. Like, if I tell you the number of things we have in this house that we got through Facebook Marketplace or through our community Facebook page, you will be amazed. I'll do another video and show you some of those things. You will just be surprised.
So these are some of the steps that you can take pretty much to increase your income or to reduce your expenses, and to make sure that you have enough cash flow going into your savings account.
Right? Anything that can save you like a penny, a CD, like you
worth
have to do it. That's what we do. We really shop like cheap, let me put it that way, and free, cheap and free. And I mean,
it's better to shop cheap and free today and
retire
early and live your dream life tomorrow, rather than spending or living expensive today, looking rich, and then appearing rich, and tomorrow you are going to be poor, because your bank account is definitely going to expose you.
In wanting to increase your savings, what you need to do is to also have a budget. You want to have a budget. A budget basically helps you to know how much you are bringing in on a weekly, monthly basis, and then how much you are spending, so that you have a fair idea of where can I adjust to kind of like save me some money or extra money? What can I tweak to yeah, so having a budget will really help you. So if you don't have a budget yet, go ahead and list down all the things that you pay for in a monthly basis, see how much you are bringing in, and compare and see where you can make changes. Do you need to increase your income? Do you need to slash out some of the expenses because they're really unnecessary? What can you do to really like make sure you are putting more money down towards savings?
Yeah. So pretty much you need to treat your personal finances as a company finance or a company account. Having an income and expenditure will help you track all your expenses and all your income and make adjustments to see if you are making a surplus or you are making a deficit.
Yeah, making a deficit is really not ideal. You always want to make sure that after you've spent, you still have some
Surplus,
left, and even before you spend, you actually should keep that money aside. And there's a rule that most people go by, is the 80-10-10 rule, or 70-20-10 rule. Whichever way, just make sure that a portion of your income is going directly to savings, at least 10%. 70 of it or 80% of your income is going towards your living expenses, and then the other 10% is going
paying
towards
for your tithe.
Paying your tithe, contributing to charity, like doing charity donations and stuff like that. So just have that rule. Whichever works best for you, do it. 70-20-10, 80-10-10. And with that, we believe that you would be able to at least save 10% of your income every single month.
So in this section, we want to talk to you about a mistake or some mistake that we've made when it came to our savings, right? And we don't want you to
happen to you. We don't want it to happen.
We don't want it to happen.
Like, we want you to be able to take some of this information and make your life better, or like don't repeat it, because it's good to learn from other people's experience rather than you also experiencing the same thing. If you can avoid it, then great. And that's what we are hoping to do on this channel.
Yes. So the mistake that we've been making over the past couple of years was saving with our the traditional bank, which is Bank of America. All right.
It's like the Bank of America, like.
All right. So we've done a good job by automating our savings. It's going in all right. But saving with the traditional banks such as Bank of America or all these brick and mortar banks is that you only get 0.01% on your savings, and this is ridiculous. And I mean, why would you put tens of thousands or thousands of dollars in the bank for them to use to make more money, and you only get 0.01%? Like very minimal. And over the years, this is how much we get in savings on a monthly basis from Bank of America. But we are here to show you a new approach, a new way of savings for you to enjoy what we call compound interest. Right? Compound interest. And that, compound interest pretty means that there's interest that is coming on the principal, is going to add to the principal, and then the interest will keep on being calculated on both the principal and the interest, and your money is going to compound over the years. But with the traditional banks, it's just a simple interest, and you could earn less than $1, right? Less than $1 on a monthly basis on the money that you have saved. And most of these recent online banking or online banks, they are able to offer you high yielding interest savings account. You may be thinking, are these banks real? Yes. And we also want you to take that step of researching for yourself and learning for yourself. So when it comes to looking out for investment opportunities or savings, pretty much savings opportunities in America, and you are looking for a bank, look for a bank which is FDIC insured. And FDIC guarantee or insurance offers you a cushion of up to $250,000. So if you have more than $250,000, obviously you don't have to save in an account, because if something should happen, you are only going to get up to $250,000. So if you have $1 million, then I advise you to spread these savings into different banks, right? So what happens with these online banks is that they are able to avoid pretty much some of these overhead costs, such as paying the rent and the other structures that comes with the traditional banks.
Yeah.
So these online banks, we've discovered actually 2 of them, and we are going to share the link in the description box below, so that you can also take advantage of it.
that,
And they are offering up to 4%. 4% compounding interest, right? And this interest, know that it may change from time to time depending on how the economy is, or depending on the investment that you are making. So it is not a guaranteed 4%. So just take that into consideration, that it may change. However, it is better than earning 0.01%, because assuming it should even drop and it comes to like a 1% or 2%,
that's still
that is even better than having the 0.01%.
The banks we are talking about, that we have actually moved our savings or emergency funds to Ally Bank. Ally Bank is an online bank, and PNC Bank. So for PNC Bank, we've seen that there are a few brick and mortar locations around us, but mostly they also like operate online. And both of them are giving, I would say, at least 3% interest. I think Ally gives about,
I think it's 4%. Yeah, both are offering 4%.
4%. So that's what we've done. We kind of like split our emergency funds into these 2 banks and just keeping it there for now, build on that interest, and then going forward use our savings to do what we want to do.
Planning for that vacation, or giving us confidence to invest.
Or maybe we can just retire.
So this is how much we're able to get in just 1 month of using Ally Bank versus what Bank of America has been giving us. Compare these 2 and make your choice at this point.
If you are really struggling to save some money, or in the past you've just struggled and still struggling, we want to like throw this challenge to you this year and the years beyond, to help you increase your savings. So what you can do is actually to, let's say, put $1 or a CD, a pound, whatever currency you are dealing with, save something every week, but in increments. So
in increments
the first
of
week, when you start doing it, the first week you are doing like a CD a week. The next week you do 2 CDs a week, or $2 a week, £2 a week. The next week you do 3. So every week is equivalent to, like, if it's the 4th week, it's $4. So but you can customize this the way you want. If you feel like you can start like doing in 5s,
increments of 5.
So $5 this week, 10, 15, 20. If you can do 10, 20, 30, do it that way. And then by the end of the year, of course, you would have had so much money saved, and this will be money that you can use to reward yourself, or continue like investing or saving upon.
Or can you use to buy that iPhone that?
We want to go to iPhone.
So this is the 52-week challenge that we are throwing to you, and as you say, you can customize it to whatever needs. Saving $1 a week, or in increments of $1 a week, you would have saved $1,378 by the end of the year. We hope you found this video insightful and helpful, and we encourage you to use the description, the comment section below. Let's get interactive. And until next time, stay blessed.